Hey there, Mike Giannotti, and I'm back again with a second video that we're recording. This time, what we're looking at is very similar, but we're using Researcher again for deep analysis. This is for the second use case that we're going to be working with this customer. Again, information coming from them, and I said, right for me, again, a series of useful prompts can be used in M365, extract information related to marketing operations, productivity, and creative work. So it's a little different. So what I did was I actually took the original prompt that I constructed, dropped it into Notepad, went through, got the new requirements that we had around all this, and then I brought that and reformatted, re-put new specifics that I wanted. But you can see here, it's pretty detailed prompt, right? And again, the more detail that you provide it, if you think of it just like talking to an intern that's been assigned to you, to give them just something general and vague, to kind of look at you, they may go off and do something, but there's a very good chance you're not going to get back what you want. So be specific, be proactively specific. So we're going to go ahead and enter that here, and it's going to submit it. Now, Researcher is going to look through and consider everything that I just said here. It's going to take all that into account, reason over what I've asked it, look out at the breadth of information it has access to in relation to that, and then it's going to come back with an initial response that's really a clarifying piece. And so if we go here, see, and he said to clarify, and that's exactly what we're doing. Thanks for the detailed request. Would you like the prompts to be tailored for internal use, for external customers? I'm going to say external customer. Should the prompts include examples of how to connect to external data sources like Workfront, SharePoint, Outlook, any setup dependencies like Power Automate flows or Graph connectors? For researcher and analyst agent, should the prompts focus on deep analysis? This is all great. So I'm going to go ahead and respond to those here. Rather than you sit and watch all that, we already did it in the previous video. I'll go ahead and pause the recording, and then we can see what it provides back with the final output, which the last one was amazing. All right, I haven't submitted the follow-up, but I just did want to show what I did here and explain real briefly. So here you can see there's that clarifying, right? And it asked me these questions. Look, I took the pieces that I want, I simply copy and paste it and change it. Like instead of would you like that, I said I would like. So I copy and pasted, I changed a couple of words, I removed Microsoft, for example. I said I want it to be external customers. And I did that for each of these steps. So you can quick just use its own language, bring it back in. Of course, like here at the end, there's a question mark. I took the question mark out, right? We're not including that. So it was asking the question. So you go ahead, we do that, and then we're going to submit, and voila. All right, so it has finished its process. I attended 2 different meetings. I've been doing all kinds of work, but look again what we've got, right? So, again, the beauty of the researcher agent is as it's doing your work, you can go about your other work. And it's doing this tremendous job. It did the previous run that we did would have taken me at least a day or more to do all the research, put all that together, resources, etc. This one here, as we go through prompt toolkit for marketing operations with Microsoft 365 Copilot, starts getting into the 365 Copilot chat, just like last time, right? It's classifying it. It has things around weekly status updates. Now it's formatted this one a little differently. It's gotten some in-depth pieces here, a lot of prompts as we go on down. And again, it's giving different resources, additional notes on attaching workflow, Outlook integration, etc., all built in. Then it gets into Chat GPT-5, advanced reasoning, what you're able to do with that. And then again, into the specific things that they were looking to do, like things around slide deck creation, multi-step creative, using the content, etc. And so going through all this to produce it, and then finally, using researcher, which I use to create this, and analyst agent where appropriate. And it gets into the campaigns, etc. And it gets very detailed as to its very things that it's looking for. And the processes and steps. So they're much more in depth, right? The prompts being provided here, you can see it's providing a whole bunch of stuff. Here's analysts telling it what to do with Python, and then again the sub bullets to include in that, and we can just keep going, going, going. It has done a tremendous job. It then highlighted and charted out, comparison between them, and we're still going. My goodness, all that, and then references. And then what I did was I opened it up per last time, and I opened it up at the end. You can open up here in Pages. I clicked that. Here I could share it and collaborate with it, but then I opened it in Word. Here it is. I saved that, and now I'm going to supply that to my colleagues. And we now have two separate components that were built over the course of the morning. Ton of information and guided exercises for the customer, right? But again, this would have taken me several days worth of work to prepare this in the past, and it's for an event to help prepare them. But look at what we've gotten completed while I did my other work. I can't emphasize that enough. This ran in the background just using the Copilot chat interface while I did my other work. And I'm in this remote area. I actually just got approval to buy Starlink Mini for mobile, and I'm going to do that for any time in the future. But there we go. That's it. This is Mike Giannotti. I hope you found this enlightening. I hope you're doing similar activities. Take some time, put those in, put in your detailed prompts. I'll include my prompts that I used for these two separate sessions in the post on the blog, so you can actually take a look at them, kind of deconstruct them, do what you will. With that, Mike Giannotti bidding you have a great day. Take care, and as always, ciao.